Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Horizons mod pack, and this is part 2, should be part 2, of my Let's Build thing that I started doing. Not really sure how many parts this is going to be, so yeah, this is part 2 of it, of me building my floating fortress thing, and I added this little platform right here because I plan on having something later on that I'll probably do in the main part of the series because it's going to involve some machinery and stuff, but I might finish it out the underside of it. I plan on having kind of a little bell shaped underneath here, or little pyramid type thing. But yeah, last time I was working on the main portion of this upside down sphere, and as you can see, I got it finished. Got the other these three corner pieces, quarter spheres done, and I think it turned out fairly well. So today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put in the floor and start working on the upper areas. And as you can see, I got some dirt up there marking out what I plan on having done. But yeah. First off, let's get started and set out some floors. And the reason I'm doing this manually and not being sped up like I have previously is because I wanted to show you this item. I have yet to give you a good demonstration of it, so I thought I'd do that today, which is the Builder's Wand. And let me just get some more bricks. So the Builder's Wand is something I found in a chest, and you can use it to build up rather quickly, just like this, in 3x3 areas. So I'm going to fill in these side areas like this, just like this, and it's a great way to speed build up stuff just like this, and I just wanted to show you this before I got started. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to fill in this area, and I marked it out with these marble bricks there. These marble bricks are going to be the open area where these floors are, and the gray brick right there is going to be where I'm going to have the floors. And I'm going to have two big floors under here and then a castle-like thing on top. So let's get started with this speed build, shall we? Now, I never really used the Builder's Wand before. I mean, I found it in that chest a while back while I was actually trying to find a place to start building. But it is a very nice tool. I mean, just look at this. I am able to put down an entire floor in a relatively short time. Even without it being sped up, this was very fast going down. In fact, I kept running out of materials. But yeah, I am so glad I found this in that one chest, because the way you actually make this is with an unstable ingot, I believe. I believe that's what the recipe calls to actually make a Builder's Wand. Even though I did not actually find it in the not enough items list, but I believe you can actually make them. But luckily enough, I was able to find one in a chest while I was out searching for a place to call home. And as you can see with here, it is just so worth it. I mean, look at this. I've managed to put in an entire two entire floors here. At least 16 stacks of cobblestone stone brick. Imagine me just sitting here doing it one block at a time. That would have been a hell of a lot longer, and this video would have been 4 or 5 times longer than it is. But yeah, here we go. It's done. And here we are. The floor is complete, and it is now fully enclosed. Ooh, come on. So let's take a look, shall we? In a non-sped up kind of way. And here we go. We have plenty of room in here for me to build all my machines, my other stuff I need to do, and what I have planned for it. So yeah, I will fill in these walls and stuff with some more. But something else I wanted to do today was also build a stairway, because I don't want to just have a ladder going all the way down. In fact, I plan on taking out this ladder that's going down into the water and having a bridge right here going all the way out over there. So I don't want to have just a plain ladder going up the straight middle like this. What I want to do is have a spiraling staircase coming up, and the way I'm going to do it is with marble brick. And what I mean is, let me show you exactly what it is I plan on doing. Now I plan on taking a marble brick and turning it into marble pavers, which are a connected... Wait, what? No, I don't want chiseled. Well, maybe chiseled. I don't know. But marble pavers are a unique type of brick. I think I may have actually showed you before. And that it is a bordered marble, but you can place it down next to each other and they actually connect up like this, which is very nice. And you can turn them into these, which are paver slabs, and these are what I'm going to be using to make my stairwell. So let's head down there and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So what I plan on doing is, since I'm going to have my bridge going that way, I'm going to have the stairway starting right here with, let's try this. I'm going to put a piece of dirt right there, put it up right here, remove the dirt, and then I have a platform. So I'm going to have a two wide step here, followed by a platform, another 2 wide step here, followed by another 2 wide step here, and then another platform. And I'm just going to keep going up all the way to the top. Wait, nope. So I'm going to get back to doing this and speed everything up. Okay, well, I had hoped to just have a continuous build right here. Unfortunately, at some point in the next few seconds, I realized that I forgot to move my chests. As you can see, they are still up there, and they are in the way. So I have to move those up, and there will be a brief cut right here as I stop a few moments and move those chests to the first floor. But yeah, now that those are out of the way, I can continue on with my building and keep going with my stairway. Now, the reason I'm using half slabs instead of, say, stairs is, well, for one, there are no stairs for these types of brick, and I wanted to use these bricks. I like the look of these bricks, and I wanted to use them. Unfortunately, there is no half slab paver stairs. So yeah, I was either change what block I used or just use the half slabs. And in all honesty, it doesn't really matter if I'm using half slabs or stairs because of the angle that I'm going at. Since it's a one block centerpiece, I can't really go up much more than a single half slabs worth of like that anyway. So yeah, here we are. I am almost done, so let's get going. And here we have it. Finally got a stairway all the way up here, and maybe I should switch out these two as well. Maybe just put these blocks instead. Bop bop. There we go. Since I'm going to have double blocks anyway. So yeah, I finally got a stairway. Turned out fairly well. I like the way these blocks look. Even though they're not actually stairs, they still act as stairways, and I like it. Turned out fairly well. I still need to do some detail work on the various levels, and I am going to have double floors. So even though this is flat right here, I'm going to add another layer on top of this right here. I haven't decided what type of flooring I'm going to be using. So yeah, still need to figure that out. Get rid of this dirt. Just had that there to so I could place down the floor, place down the scaffolding, place down the stairs. And I'm also going to have another floor once I figure out what material I want to use right here. That way, and it will be should be level with this. So next up, I think I'm going to start working on the detail work on my stairway. So let's get started with that, shall we? So what I decided to go with was stone brick with basalt pavers for the side of my stairwell, as well as a bit of marble. Here you can see I'm using those chiseled marble bricks that I accidentally made before, which in hindsight was actually a pretty good thing. I probably wouldn't have thought to use them if I didn't already have them. And I like the way it looks, the way it contrasts with the basalt and standard stone brick. So I settled on this simple pattern of basalt mixed with the marble pavers like this, and I think it turned out fairly well. At least it did in the next floor, since I'll get into why it didn't really work out too well right here later on, but yeah, it does come out a bit better in the next floor, since I do have one extra block of height I can work with. But as you can see, this is the basic pattern I follow for the rest of the way. Just those basalt pavers in the filling in those squared areas, and framed by the marble pavers. And as you can see, I lifted it up where that chiseled marble block is by one, because I remembered that I was actually going to be adding another floor on top of these stone bricks. So that way it'll actually be it can actually be seen, because the previous floor I just did, you will not be able to see that, because I'm still going to be adding another floor on top of those bricks on the previous floor. So yeah, I really should have remembered that. Unfortunately, I didn't, and I didn't do it. I did not remember it until after I had already finished. So yeah, but I still think it turned out okay. The combination of basalt, marble, and stone actually looks pretty well. Pretty nice, considering that singular little screw up on my part. And here it goes. Putting on the finishing touches, and it looks fairly nice, and you'll be seeing exactly how it looks in a few moments. Okay, well, I've got my stairwell pretty much finished. Maybe a bit more detail work on the archways here. I did realize a bit too late that yeah, these two levels are one block difference in height, which means yeah, I also forgot that I was going to add a secondary floor right here, so these blocks here are not even going to be visible. So that is something I did not take into account when I was putting it together, but I like the way it looks. It has a nice pattern to it, and once I get a floor down, you probably won't even notice. Well, okay, I will notice because I built the damn thing, but still, it looks okay, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Bop, bop. What do you think? Right there with 2 doors right here, so you can go in and out. yeah, once I get a floor in there, it should be better and more even. And yeah, I think I'm gonna. Oop. I think 2 blocks high is good enough. Or maybe I could do some arches right here and just forego any doorways. Huh. But yeah, once I get a floor, once I decide what type of floor I want to put in here, I will probably do a bit more with the doors. But yeah, I got my stairwell done. I got my floors in, and it goes all the way down, all the way to the main entry platform, which I still need to work on. But yeah, let's see now. How do I want to do this though? How do I want to have these is the real question. Because it goes right there, right here on this platform. Suppose I could have pillars coming down from there. What should I use? Should I use marble or basalt? Marble and basalt? Bop, bop, bop. Like this, maybe? With a bop, bop, bop. Maybe like that. How's that look? Okay, I need to leave that one open because that's where I'm going to have my bridge. So, bop, 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 and right there. Huh. So pillars with maybe something in between. Huh. Yeah, that looks good. So I basically went with this pattern of marble, chiseled marble with more basalt. And I might change it up later on. I mean, it is a little plain here for the pillars, but I think it turned out fairly well. Let's take a better look at it from a distance. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, well, I think that looks okay. As good as it can look for now, until I get a bit more detailed work on it. So yeah, let's get going on something else. Okay, well, now for the rest of this video, shouldn't be too much more, I decided to lay out the basic ground floor, well, not really ground floor, more like a top floor of where my main castle area is going to be. And I kept running out of materials. And as you can see, I'm using my rod of traveling. Is that the name of it? Yeah, or whatever it's called. But yeah, here I am. I am marking out where my towers are going to be. Each one of these circles I'm creating is going to be one tower on each corner of the main building. And I'm making them around 9 blocks wide to give me a fair amount of space inside of them. Hopefully they're not too big, but with any luck they shouldn't be. So yeah, now that I've got most of them complete, I'm going to lay out where I want the walls to be. And I think I'm going to have them 2 blocks wide. That way I'll have enough space to dig into them and make a deep window area, because I do plan on having windows on each side of the building. And once again, I kept running out of stone. There's a ton of stone needed for this, and yeah, I am gonna have to switch out that dirt one I made right there. I put it there just as a placeholder until I could get the layout set up. And here we go. Okay, well, this is an aerial view of what I plan to have. Each of those circles on the corners are going to be fairly large towers, and I'm going to have a building in the squared out building in the center and towers on each corner. And I'm also planning on having either towers further out, either on these diagonal areas, or maybe on these areas over here. another set of towers about the same size, or out right here. I'm thinking that would be better. That might look better right here, and on each of the 4 points like that. So yeah, this is the basic outline of what I'm planning on building. I got it marked out at least, and I need to figure out exactly how I want to build it. So I think that might be all for this episode. I still need to replace all this dirt with more stone, but I haven't really decided what material I'm going to be using for each of the towers as well as the walls, because what I want to have is giant windows on each of these, each side right here. I'm going to have a big window right here and kind of a walkway right here with an arched roof or something. I haven't really decided exactly how I'm going to build it, but that is the basic idea of it. So yeah, I think that's enough for today's Let's Build episode. So yeah, anyway, this has been Bobson. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you later. Bye.